I'm just excited. I like excited for the boys and I want to see them do well and just help them in any way I can and step back when they don't need it and let them get on with their thing. And you know, they're all, you know, Dave's got his partner Joe here. Joe's a very accomplished 24-hour racer. She knows Dave really well. So, you know, a lot of the time I just have to step back and just let her judgment take over. But if she needs me to do something, you know, I'm a good mechanic. It just makes sense, you know. Josh is a lot more relaxed than I was expecting him to be, actually. I think he's just been up and down, you know. One minute he's thinking, oh, should I be doing this? And then the next minute he's like really excited again. We kind of held him back for a little bit. He did some 6s and he wanted to do a 24 and we were like, well, you know, let's do it the right way. And he did his 12s. He had a really good year in 12s last year and then he's starting a couple to build up this year. So I think he's ready. He's ready for it. You'll never be absolutely ready, but he's ready for a 24, as ready as you'll get.
I really enjoyed the start at Relentless. It's not something I tend to remember a lot of, but the start was great. People breathing out their ears, coming past you as you're soloing, because that normally happens in a 24-hour event. The non-soloists come flying past you, full of excitement. And even though they were pushing hard, they still had time to wish you luck and ask if you were soloing. A really friendly and well-run event. This is my second year riding with Rob and Syncross Endurance, as it is now. Although I was a hanger-on for a couple of years, learning lots off the guys and following them around and pit buddying and things like that. And learning about the craft before they said to me, you should give this a go with us, and I jumped at the chance.
Yeah, lots of people kind of were like, oh, why have you taken Dave Buchanan on your team? And he's had a few results in sort of smaller races, kind of 5ths and 6ths and something, but you can kind of see when someone's hungry to do a bit more, and Dave's been rock solid for the team and for the project. It's been just awesome. Jo does 24-hour racing herself, so she knows what's required and she knows what you go through.
Jo's a good soloist herself, and she knows what to do, when to do. Before I know what I think I need during an event, she knows beforehand, which goes back to you not exactly knowing what you need during an event when you're tired. And yeah, she gets me through a lot of things. She got me through, along with Rob, got me through Relentless when I really needed pushing. Got to want to work, especially through the hard parts. I mean, anybody can work at the start of the race and at the end of the race when it gets a bit more exciting, but it's through, you know, 2 o'clock, 3, 4 in the morning where the important work is done, where the motivation of the riders is potentially the most important aspect, as well as keeping the bikes going. And we're lucky in the team, we're all grafters, but it's the team gelling, which is the important aspect of these solo races. It's not just the rider.
Dave's a cancer survivor, so he's missing bits of his bowel are not there. They were taken away. They were taken out, like removed, and that places a lot of load on other parts of his body. So he's been off to see quite a few people, to sort of specialists, to see. You know, I think most of them were kind of advising him not to ride his bike. It's really difficult to get involved. You don't want to tell other adults how to do things, but at the same time, you kind of feel like you've got a duty of care for them. I just said to Dave, I just need to know if you're okay, you know, and if you're okay, then I'm happy.
You've got absolutely bolted out there.
That's it. Yeah, awesome, mate. You're really going well?
No, this bike's perfect.
Can I have your head thingy, because I'll put it on charge, I'll swap this.
And you know, all it takes is somebody to say the right thing, and it kickstarts you.
He was mentally sharper, wasn't he? I think he's been trying to kind of keep it all under wraps, and now he's thinking, actually, I feel quite good, and I haven't seen anyone for ages, and everyone's really optimistic, so it must be good.
You're at that point where you've gone beyond the discomfort, you've gone beyond the pain and the mental and physical anguish. You just, oh, all right then, go and do it.
He should be okay now.
It's just a complete turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah.
So different, like completely different to how he was. Completely different. So.
Spicy cup of soup is the way to go.
Was that what he had on the last run round, was it?
Morrison's spicy cup of soup. Right, I'll go.
Josh has lapped everyone up to 5th, and to be 20 minutes up and 3rd at halfway is a nice little buffer, and it's all looking good. It's all looking really good. Zoe was there. She'd worked really hard with Josh for maybe a couple of months before on his diet, because his sort of 12-hour races were not going quite as he hoped.
Rob emailed the team and said, okay, Zoe's on board now, which of you would like to work with her? And Josh emailed me straight back and said, oh, obviously I really need to work on my nutrition. I've got my first 24 coming up. How do I cope with that, really? Because it's such a difference. You can't cope in a 12-hour, and then you're really worrying about your nutrition. You've got to focus on your race. So by helping him with the 24-hour nutrition, he'd have more time to think and plan his training for his race and not worry about it on the day.
Josh rode amazingly. I think it's the best, well, certainly the best first time solo 24 I've ever witnessed. That was the first, even if he'd come like 4th or 5th or something, but he'd performed the same way, I would have still said the same thing. It's not really the result, it's the way he rode and the way he handled himself and the way he kind of took on the mental challenge of it all. I thought it was just the best, certainly the best I've ever seen.
I've seen things now, it's wicked. Oh. See why Anthony likes it. It's like being off tips on LSD. My forks are flat. I exploded again.
They've been like that for about 6 hours.
Yeah.
I thought that was how he liked it.
Yeah. It's mental, the rocks have got smiley faces on.
You've still got your light on your helmet. So.
I was fine until sort of dawn, and then Rob told me I was in the lead. I kind of knew anyway, because these guys weren't exactly subtle with their comments. We suggested it.
Did it help you not knowing where you were after the
Yeah,
first
because I didn't have my watch on or anything, and I was just focusing on my body, and basically I selected the same gear every lap for each section and just broke it down, and it was fine. But then as soon as I started, well, I knew I'd sort of had it in the bag. I sort of mind started wondering, I started seeing things. Then I got it together again, and then
What did you see?
some rocks with smiley faces on. Wait for this bit. Are my socks still right? That's the big question. No, not too bad. I'm in the hole in them already.
Were they new on?
The new socks pretty much got a hole in them.
Has Dave gone out? Yeah. Did you see how close their power was? He's only 11 minutes behind him. He's doing more than an hour at 8 lap, isn't he?
My last lap was one where the guy behind me had kicked up and sped up, and always seems to be a shock time comes through at the end. You think, oh no! Rob ran out to meet us in the middle of nowhere, said, you're going to have to do another lap, Dave.
And I thought there was no way we'd hold him off. I mean, he was losing 20 odd minutes a lap towards the end, and he came in to start that last lap with about 7 minutes to spare and finished that lap with 5 minutes to spare. When you're in that much pain, it's just, digging deep. It's digging really deep. Oh my God.
Definitely beaten.
Yeah, 5 minutes behind you finished. You're like 24 hours and 4 and he's 24 hours and 9.
I thought it was close. I was riding that whole lap because you said 36 minutes, and I thought he took 36 out of me. I thought, hang on, that means...
Me and Josh come down the hill, Josh left me, and he went past, and I was like, what?
Oh no!
Oh my God.
I'm a marksman.
On the hunchback or something.
I feel disjointed. I've just ridden a bike for 3 months.
He's done him up to
What's the name you do? I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Orifices.
Managed second by 5 minutes. Gas now coming out of multiple orifices.
Charming. How rude.